What's up, guys? It's your boy A for Reels, and today we got another shoe restoration for you guys. Today we got my boy Dom's pair of forest green 14s, and today we got something slight. He tried to do something himself, and he used to also do his shoe restoration stuff, but he lost his touch. It's okay though. It's okay. He knows me, one of his closest friends. We're gonna go ahead and bless him up real quick. And y'all might be wondering what's going on with shoes. They don't look too bad, but as y'all can see when I bring it up close, when I will after these quick messages, the shoe's dirty. The shoe's a little bit dirty. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. We're gonna go ahead and bless that up with some Rejuvenator, and then after that, let's bring this up like this, and let's do this. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna have to do a midsole reglue and an outer sole reglue just on this right shoe. On this left shoe, it doesn't look, the separation from the outer sole to the midsole isn't too bad. Honestly, it's perfect. There's nothing really neat that's separating that I can see to my eyes. I might go ahead and separate them and then put them back just for the sake of just doing it, just so both shoes can be on the same playing field. But for the most part, I'm probably not going to. For this video, we're going to be doing this right shoe, and we are going to be doing a cleaning and a midsole reglue, which shouldn't take too long. We can go ahead and get that done quick. Y'all seen me do it before if y'all have seen the video. If not, go ahead and go over to my Cardinal 7 restoration video. It's a long video, but it's worth it. I did a reglue, and that was actually my first reglue, and it wasn't too bad. So for the most part, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same process. Well, kind of the same process on this shoe. We're just gonna have to remove the old factory glue. Then we're gonna go ahead and reglue it and sand it back together. Make sure it's good. Make sure the adhesion, everything, adhered correctly, and the shoe doesn't fall off again. But yeah, for the most part, the shoe is in not bad condition at all. It's just pretty dirty, and it's nothing I can't fix. So let's get to it. Alright guys, as you can see, we went ahead and came over to the table. We got our right shoe here and all of its pieces. What we're gonna go ahead and do first, you can see we got the towel down, we got the Rejuvenator out. Right now we're going to give this shoe a nice clean because it's just not looking good clean wise, but it's not too bad, nothing we can't fix. We're mainly gonna be using we're gonna use all three brushes. We're also gonna use the brass bristle brush on this outer sole right here just to get it really back as wet as possible, But yeah, for the most part, we'll be using the all-purpose brush, the hard brush on this one. And yeah, besides that, let's quit talking, let's get to it. Alright guys, as you can see, we went ahead and cleaned up the upper. Still some scuffs and bruises on there. We might go ahead and touch up some paint areas that we need to touch up, but for the most part, It's not bad, it's not bad. What we're gonna go ahead and do now is move on to the midsole and the sole. For those, we're gonna be using the hard bristle brush and the brass bristle brush. So you know what, let's get to it. Alright guys, we just went ahead and cleaned each part of the shoe. Yeah, it doesn't look that, that much of a difference. We didn't really do a dip clean, just something slight just to get certain stains off, certain off the shoe. Don't know if you can tell, the sole is somewhat cleaner. It's not the cleanest. I'm probably gonna go in after I go ahead and glue all these bad boys together. I'll probably go in just so I have a sturdier look, just so I can easily clean the shoe better, just so I can get a better grip on it and all that. But besides that, it is time to remove the old factory glue. I'm pretty sure my friend removed most of it because I can't really feel nothing on there. But I am gonna go back and do it myself. We gotta remove it off of the outer sole, the midsole, and the bottom of the shoe, as y'all saw. If y'all remember, go ahead and check out my Cardinal 7 videos, like 2 videos ago. But yeah, that is what I did there. I'm gonna go ahead and do that same process here. I will show y'all step by step. But yeah, for the most part, let's go ahead and get into, well, first off, what we're gonna be using is, we're gonna be using the same old good old acetone or nail polish remover. Just make sure it has a lot of acetone in it. It is 100% pure acetone, which works best for removing paint, old factory glue, stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and get some of this, and we're gonna get some cotton balls or cotton rounds, whatever you have, that can just help apply the acetone and remove the old factory glue from the shoe. So let's go ahead and get to it. Alright guys, as you can see, I went ahead and prepped each part of the shoe for gluing. So now we get to, and look, as you can tell, I went ahead and did this. So as you guys know, it is time for the gluing part. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into that, guy. I'm gonna tell y'all what we need to do right when we get to it. So let's jump into it. Alright guys, for this gluing process, we're gonna go ahead and use our trusty Barge Infinity Cement glue, which is a great adhesive. You guys can just order it online or find it at any supply store that y'all need, that y'all have close to you. But yeah, we're gonna be using that, and to apply it, there is a brush in here that you can use that it comes with, but since the shoe isn't that big of a surface, I mainly just get the biggest brush I can find, which is always smaller than that, of course, to go ahead and evenly spread the glue on there. Just so you guys know, this does mess up the brush, so I recommend just going to Walmart instead of wasting your good brushes that you use for painting and stuff. Just go to Walmart, get like maybe a $5 brush kit that they have there in the crafting aisle, and just go ahead and use that. It's cheap, it's an easy alternative, or if you want, you can use the same one brush that you keep for gluing, but just go ahead and make sure you really clean that brush after you get done using it. So now that we're doing that, that's happened, we're also going to be using the heat gun to apply heat to remelt the shoe so that we can go ahead and re-stick it. So yeah, let me go ahead and explain to you guys what we're going to do, so then we could just I could just show y'all it, and then we're going to hop back into it, okay? Alright, let's do it. Alright guys, first off, we're going to attach the outer sole to the midsole. We're going to go ahead and get our glue ready. We're going to go ahead and shake it up, and then we're going to go ahead and open this bad boy up. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and add the glue onto both parts of the shoe, and then after we apply that glue, we're going to go ahead and let it cure for 3 to 5 minutes, maybe even 7 minutes. Then after that, we're going to reheat it with the heat gun, get it nice and sticky, and then go ahead and squish the shoe together, clamp it together for the best stick that it can get. So you know what, let's go ahead and get to it. Alright guys, I went ahead and applied each coat of glue onto each shoe, or each part of the shoe. So now I went ahead and set the timer for 7 minutes. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and wait for that to go up, and then I'll come back and tell y'all what to do with from the next step. All right, so let's get to it. All right, guys. Timer's up. It's been the 7 minutes, so everything should be cured and dried as much as it can. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and grab our heat gun, apply some heat to this, and go ahead and clamp these two bad boys together. So let's get it started. All right, guys, went ahead and heated up both of these parts. So now what we're gonna go ahead and do is line them up, make sure that it's a nice fit, and then clamp them together, hold them together for a couple seconds, and hopefully they fit well. Alright guys, I went ahead and clamped both parts of the shoe together. They should be fine. I'm going to let them dry. I'm going to let them sit. But go ahead and get some clamp them together actually. And yeah, we'll be back. But for the most part, yeah, the shoe is fine. The shoe is good. There is some extra glue I'm going to have to clean up. I will do that after the fact. But yeah, now we just got to glue this to the actual shoe, and then we'll be done with this restoration. So, yep. Alright guys, as you can see, we are back at the table and the couch, and we went ahead and finished up this restoration. There is no longer two separate parts of the shoe. I went ahead and fixed that. The shoe is now intact. Not like this one, but it's intact. It wasn't that hard of a process. You just gotta know what you're doing. You gotta be careful when you're applying the glue and using the heat gun. I didn't record me putting the shoe to the midsole just because it's the same process, and I just wanted to make a small quick video for you guys just to put something out, but hopefully y'all learned something from it. What I did was I went ahead and used the acetone to remove the glue from the outer sole and the midsole and the shoe and the upper part of the midsole. After I did that, I went ahead and added some glue to the outer sole and the midsole, the bottom of the midsole and the top of the outer sole. And then I let it cure for roughly 5 to 7 minutes, just depends how much time you got. After you do that, you want to hit it back with the heat gun, let it get nice and sticky again, and that's when you want to clamp it together. When you do that, make sure you got the alignment right, make sure everything, you know, it looks good, it looks perfect, the alignment's right, and then clamp it together and give it probably, it dries very quickly, so it probably won't take you that long. Then after you get that done, you're gonna do that same process, but with this part to the upper of the shoe. After you get that done, you can go ahead and fix up any edges that you need to by pressing it together. Maybe if you realize you mess up, what you can do is get the heat gun, remelt it, clamp it together, and hold it there, just so you can get the right proper fit on it. But yeah, for the most part, that's all you have to do, guys. And if you have any questions about how to do this, I will reply to any comments that y'all leave. So, you know, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and we are out of here.